There, I'm Laura Noel, and today I'm going to share with you 10 places in your kitchen that you can probably find some things to declutter today. I've had a simplified minimalist kitchen for at least 7 years now, and even I was shocked that I found things to declutter in 8 of these 10 categories. Number one, gadgets and small appliances that you don't use or parts of them that you don't use. I already threw it out, so I don't have it here, but there's a picture of I don't know, something that went with my immersion blender that I haven't used in the 6 years that I've owned the blender. I don't even know what it is. So I decided to let it go. There are so many little processors, blenders, gadgets, gizmos, small electronics. Maybe it's your Instapot, maybe it's a crock pot, maybe, I don't know, all of those things, they sit around, and if you're not using them on a regular basis, you can probably live without them. And also all those little pieces that come with it, if you're not using the pieces, they can also be let go. Number two, storage containers. Things that are old, things that are, this one's kind of get a little moldy in the lid, things that you just don't use. Maybe they're just the wrong size, things missing lids or missing containers, and or cracked lids or cracked containers. Even though they're nice and good and useful, I'm not using these because of those things. They have missing lids, broken lids, this one's breaking. They need to be replaced. And so if I ever need more of these containers, I will replace them with new ones. For right now, I haven't been using them, so I don't even think I need to replace them anytime soon. Number three, expired food or food you're just not using. So go through your pantry, go through your fridge and your freezer, looking for things that are outdated, a lot of condiments, dressings, that kind of stuff, wilted vegetables, old food that's been sitting around. For us, I don't eat honey, and so this one has been sitting around for a while, and we have a nice local jar of honey that somebody gave us that my other family members could use who use honey, so this extra one is going to go because we haven't touched it in over a year. Along the same lines, expired or unused supplements or medicines. I had a couple of these. I looked at the dates and I was like, ooh, it's not looking so good. Or when you look at the pills, even if they're in dates, they're like changing colors and they smell a little off. Get rid of those. It's not worth it. And anything that you're not taking, if you took it in the past but you're not using it anymore, let it go. Number five, utensils. So baking utensils, extra serving spoons, spatulas, whisks, all those things. If you have duplicates, you have extras, you have ones that are old or cracking or rusty, or you're just not using them, it's time to part with them. This is a crinkle vegetable cutter thing I've been holding on to thinking, oh, my kids will love to cook with this. We've used it maybe 3 times in 10 years. So I'm going to let it go because you know what? My kids will just use a knife and it's going to be fine. So extra utensils and small gadgets like that, part down to the things you really, really use and let go of the extras. Number 6 is dishes. So bowls, plates, all of those things. I've already pared those down. We have a very small set of 6. Only 4 are actually in our cupboards. Keep it simple. If you have extras, if you have multiple different sets, let it go and minimize what's in the cupboard that can be used on a daily basis, because that's going to help you have less to wash. And that was a huge game changer in our family. Number 7, cups, mugs, and water bottles. These things accumulate like crazy. I have done a huge purge of mugs, and we are down to only, I think we have 5 mugs for our family of 4. And cups, I keep it very simple as well. Everybody has like 1 or 2 cups. I gave away some kids' cups that weren't getting used a couple weeks ago, and also some extra water glasses that were just sitting around in the cupboards. I'm like, we just don't need this many extras. If we were to have people over, we do have like 2 or so extras. I also have like mason jars that I would use as extra cups, or we just use plastic. We're not big entertainers, so if I need extras, usually it's plastic, and that's okay. Number 8, pots, pans, and bakeware. We are very minimal on pots and pans, but bakeware, I had this pie plate that has been sitting in the cupboard for 10 years unused. It's gonna go because you know what? if I need to bake a pie, my mom or somebody in the neighborhood has one, or I could get one very cheaply. So the unused pie plate, it's going to go. Number 9, I'm going to step on some toes here. Silverware. We had a beautiful set of Mikasa 12 place settings. We are a family of 4, and we don't entertain. And in our actual utensil drawer, we only keep 4 of each: forks, knives, and spoons. So I had this huge bag of silverware just sitting in the cupboard, and I'm like, I haven't touched it in 10 years. This is ridiculous. So I cut it in half. I am getting rid of 6 of each of our place settings. I'm giving it to my sister, who has wanted this set forever. And we're going to keep 6. Again, only 4 are going to go in the cabinet and then, or in our drawer for daily use. And then a set of 2 of each are going to be put up for if we were to have guests. But you don't usually have to replace your silverware. Like, sometimes keeping an extra bowl or plate is fine because they can break, and I have had bowls break in the past. But silverware, you very rarely have to replace one. So I think we're fine with 6. And again, if we needed to, every store on the planet has silverware cheaply available. I'm not worried. Also, check your silverware drawer for baby things, toddler things, kids things that are extra that you aren't using anymore. When my son was born, I think we had a set of 4 spoons and forks, baby spoons and forks. And so I cut it down to just 1 in the daily rotation, and then 1 set aside for like co-ops and picnics and things like that. And number 10, fantasy self-clutter. So this could take on many different forms, but most of us have, oh, I would like to blank, 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 or I wish I had the time to whatever, and we just never do. It's just not us. For me, it's making gummies and popsicles and all those things. So I had gotten these cute little silicone molds to make gummy bears like 10 years ago. The problem with these are that the gummy bears are so tiny that a lot of times when you pop them out, they break. So they're just not very practical, and it's very difficult. And then I had these bigger ones, and I used these for all kinds of things. I used them to even make my own lotion bars years ago. I don't do that anymore. I don't foresee doing that in the future, and I'm just not in a place where I'm going to use these. We have one for ice cubes, and that's pretty much it. If I'm going to make Jello or something, it's probably going to be in a container and not in these cute little molds, and that's okay. I'm just not that person, and I'm going to let it go. So those are 10 areas I encourage you to go to your kitchen and look through, because sometimes these things, we just see them every day and we kind of forget that they're there. And many of them could actually leave our kitchen and give us more space. If you want to see my simplified kitchen, my minimalist kitchen redo, I have an older one from years ago. I just did a brand new one. You can go ahead and watch that right there. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.